So Ja Morant has been making headlines this week and is on the front page of ESPN after having a very successful weekend. Last week against the Bulls and the Spurs, between him dropping a career high of 52 and finally getting his first poster, national attention was on Ja for that week. We finally have people saying the amazing things Ja has been doing for this season and half of last season. And then we have the haters, which I'm not entirely mad at. So I've been a Grizzlies fan my entire life. In my entire tenure of being a Grizzlies fan, we have never had a player of Ja's caliber. While watching the game from the Grizzlies' point of view, Brother Knight said something like this: Ja Morant has multiple highlights in a game that we will barely have in one season, and he is not lying. He does so many polarizing things that us fans really don't know what to react to. Being in a small market and having an all-NBA talent making national news and being a must-watch is really foreign to us. During the grit and grind era of the Grizzlies, we were winning games and making the playoffs for consecutive years, but our slow-paced style was not appealing to other fans. When we used to play the Spurs, it used to be an absolute dogfight, and the games were won off of defense. The score used to be in the 80s, and we were in the mud for real. But now with the new era of the Grizzlies, we are a much more fun team to watch, especially with Ja at the center. I was talking to a classmate the other day, and we both agreed that Ja will bring so much to the city of Memphis on and off the court. Off the court wise, I was thinking about how Steph Curry changed the Warriors organization by making them a respectable franchise. Being top 3 in jersey sales every year, bringing money to the city. They were even able to build a whole new arena. I'm not quite sure if that was, for mostly by the Golden State Warriors, but I'm sure they had a large part in doing so. On the court wise, Ja is breaking records, being the first Grizzlies guard to start in the All-Star game, being on pace to average the most points per game, hopefully giving us our first game on Christmas Day next season or we will riot, and being the first player in Grizzlies history to score 50 points in a game. And I do want to go deeper on that. Up until that night, we were the only active franchise to not have a player score 50 points in a regular season game. I'm not sure if that is for playoffs as well, but I always take NBA Twitter reactions with a grain of salt. But we were getting clowned for not having a player score more than 46. But my question is, who is going to be able to do it? We've never had a Corey Brewer situation or a person that could fly out score every night. Now, I'm not sure if Rudy Gay was that guy or not. I was not watching the Grizzlies in the late 2000s. I do apologize. But now we finally have a player like Ja who can drop 30 on the regular. I saw a tweet saying that we'd be happy when someone would score 20 on the night, let alone 25. And going back to NBA Twitter, I've been seeing a lot of Grizzlies/Ja hate recently. And it's funny though, because a couple of years ago, y'all swore up and down there were no Grizzlies fans. So I guess we're finally good enough to receive hate. But it's starting to kind of get out of hand. In the offseason, it used to mainly be Pelicans and Kings fans because they swore up and down, oh my gosh, Zion better than Ja. Oh my gosh, De'Aaron Fox way better than Ja. He just got a better team. He just got a better coach. Anyways. But now it's literally the 28 other teams, except for the Cavs fan. We rocking with y'all because y'all rocking with us. And I'm not sure if it's because Ja has risen to superstardom in just his 3rd year, but some of the stuff I've seen is just a flat out lie. Some of these fan bases are just being insecure that Ja is having a better season than their favorite player, or that the Grizzlies like to talk their ish and back it up with the 3rd best record in the league at the time of this recording. And another thing that is contributing are the comparisons of Ja to other players like MVP D-Rose or MVP Westbrook. And that needs to stop because it's only making people think he's overrated and it's setting him up to fail. That's what got him in trouble, quote unquote, this summer. It'll be a post like, rank these 4 point guards, and it'll be Ja, Fox, SGA, or Trey. And it will always be Ja last. And that really only caused unnecessary slander. And then we will have other fandoms calling us crazy for defending our guy. And it's just like, what you want us to do? Just let our guy no, he trash. We're not gonna say nothing about it. Like, we gonna say something about it. It's the best player we'd have never had. Let us have fun. Let us have fun. I feel like people on Twitter, once again, I do take that with a grain of salt, are hating on us for having fun. We've never had a player like this. We never had a season like this. So yeah, we gonna live in the moment, y'all. I don't know what to say. But with that being said, it has been fun watching Ja this season, seeing all the highlight passes and finishes. And as a Grizzlies fan, this is literally the best team we've ever gotten. The most national attention we've ever received. And you could argue, like, this season alone has, like, 4 seasons worth. of the grit and grind era of national attention. Although we are a young team with plenty of room and experience to grow, we are considered a dark horse title contender, and in the next few years we will be title contenders with the same core, and God forbid any major injuries. And now that I'm thinking about it, it's really crazy because in the 2018-19 season we were rebuilding. We traded Mark at the deadline and then Mike Conley in the offseason, and we were hoping our 2019 pick did not come fade to the Celtics. I mean, we literally had like the 6% chance of getting like the first pick. And just 3 years later, we had the third best record in the league. And I remember my first year in college, I was wearing my Mike Conley t-shirt jersey, and this one girl came up to me and was like, "Oh, you must be from Memphis, because ain't no one checking for the Grizzlies like that." Well, guess what? I do have some news for you. We actually have a lot of people checking for the Memphis Grizzlies. Thank you. We have a Coach of the Year candidate in Taylor Jenkins, All-NBA Defense candidate in Jaren Jackson Jr., and All-NBA First Team in Ja, and who he will be the MVP in a couple of years from now. And if you ask me, he's been a top 10 player this season and arguably the best point guard. And I'm really just excited for the future. I want our name to be scratched off the list of teams without an NBA championship by the end of the decade. I hope Ja stays at Memphis his entire career and wins multiple rings in a small market team. So all the Lakers and Knicks fans can foam at the mouth for all I care with your poverty franchises. So yeah, that sums up what I think about Ja Morant as a lifelong Grizzlies fan. Sorry this video has been all over the place. I had too many thoughts in my head and I tried to condense it into one video. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. If you want to agree, drop your take as a Grizzlies fan or Ja Morant fan. Drop them in the comments below. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like, rate, subscribe. Peace and chicken grease. But now with the new era of the Grizzlies, we are a much more fun team. Okay.